Hey everybody, Logan here. You guys know that I cover quite a few controllers. Majority of my channel as of late has been made up of mainly controller videos, right? So there's one accessory that people ask me about, and I thought about it after another company reached out to me and said, you know what? I haven't addressed these before, and maybe it's time to. So we're going to start with the popular ones. You know what these little things are, right? You know what they are? You see? Yeah, okay. These things are called Control Freaks. They're caps that go on the top of your controllers, stick extenders, stick toppers, whatever you want to call them. They go by many different names. I'm not a fan. Why? Because I've used these before, different styles, on controllers, and they've damaged my thumbsticks, specifically the Control Freaks brand. That's why I've always been very reluctant, very hesitant, and actually I don't recommend them at all to people who say, oh, but does this controller fit Control Freaks? And then people just talk about it. I'm like, no, they're bad. They're not good. You can buy other brands. Well, this company reached out to me called HandheldDIY, and they offered me their take on these thumbstick caps / extenders, whatever you'd like to call them. And I said, you know what? After looking at the images, I'll give it a shot. Why? Well, I'll show you in a minute. And now we'll find out, well, everybody that's been asking me, whether or not I think these things are worth it, and whether you should pick up these or these. Here we have your standard Xbox Series XS controller. So first of all, I'm going to take out the batteries because I'm going to add these things to the controller and I don't want it to accidentally turn on the console. Most people don't have a problem with the height of their sticks. They're completely fine to most people. The stick caps are completely fine. But there are people out there that do, well, competitive gameplay. And they like the taller sticks. There's many reasons. We're not going to get into why taller can be better and whatnot, but hey, there are people that really like those. And, well, if you want to buy these pro controllers that have stick extensions or swappable sticks, go right ahead, but you're going to be spending sometimes up to $200 on controllers like that. Well, that's why companies like this exist. When I mean like this, you've got Control Freaks. Now, like I mentioned, I'm not a fan of these. I'm also going to throw another ball into the mix. This is the GameStop brand. This is the one that I've had more problems with than Control Freaks. But the one we're talking about above all is HandheldDIY. And you know what? Maybe I'll just show you. Let's open the little box here. That is one little thing. They sent these to me and said, hey, give us your opinion. We want to know. I'm like, okay. So let's take a look at the stick itself. If you look at the stick, it has that textured top. Most of them do. So this one is very different. Very different. Now, if you look at the bottom, you see how it's shaped? It curves around the stick. So that's very different in itself. But if we take a look at the competition, see, you still have the textured tops, but look, there are these little clippy latch things that can, if you look closely, have a little lip. Those little protrusions are what can damage the edges of your control stick. And if we look at the GameStop one, they are very similar. They have the same style. If you look at the GameStop one, it's very similar, but the protrusion does not stick out as far. But yeah, that can still damage the controller. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put them on, and then I'm going to show you what I mean. I've already done a short earlier focusing on these, but now I decided to do an entire video. Why? Because I get so many questions about why I choose not to use the Kontrol Freeks, or even alternatives that are very similar. But once these were sent to me, again, I said I was reluctant because I've had all these issues. But the design itself, can you see that? Made me go, okay, all right, let's give it a shot. So we're going to take the standard Series XS controller because that's what these are made for. People ask, with all the controllers I test, are they compatible? Are they compatible? The stick design determines whether or not they're compatible. And most of the time, the sticks are going to be a little bit larger in third party or a little bit smaller. So since I don't recommend Kontrol Freeks, I will never mention them in the video because they damage sticks. And we're going to see it happen right here. Hopefully it doesn't damage. Hopefully because this is a brand new controller that came with my all digital Series X, and I don't want it to get damaged. But if it does, so be it for the video, right? All right, so let's take a look. There you go. You can see. This really hurts me because I'm going to pull this off, and I know. There you go. Looking around. Looking around. Okay, that was a positive one. That did not damage the stick this time. And when I say this time, because it's happened before. Now we're going to try the GameStop one. They're tight, they're snug, just like those, but now trying to get them off. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, we got some damage right there. Little nick. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible. I did have previous versions of these, and they just tore a chunk out of the side of my PlayStation 5 controller, and I was rather pissed on that. Once I tried it with the Xbox, it did just that, where it got stuck, but just scratched it. So this is where we're going to show you the difference on this one. This doesn't have that. So for that, you just, see, it just slides on and boom, boom. No fighting. And if you look at the bottom, and to me that actually feels more secure. And if I want, I can slightly twist it. I wouldn't do that, but you could. And if you want to pull it off, it makes it a little... Now that's one thing. Removal is going to be a little tougher on these. Why? Because this one only has 4 clips on the side, so it's easier. This one's going to be a lot more sturdy. You also have the option right here, and that's where it comes from. So you pull it off. Boom. No damage, no nonsense, no nothing. That is great. So the design on the inside of here does not have that weird lip that this has to possibly damage the stick. So if you're one of those people that takes them on and off once, you may not see it. Like I said, you can barely see it, but there's a little scratch right there on the side from the GameStop version. And the GameStop version is very similar to Kontrol Freeks. In my opinion, they look like they're almost ripped directly. But hey, that's another story. The HandheldDIY, these don't have that. They have the nice grips. All of them have their own textures. It all depends on what you like. And they don't have that protrusion that can damage the stick, especially removing it and swapping it to different controllers. If you're one of those people that tends to get stick drift, you're going to be swapping them in and out from different controllers, or, you know, these might wear down over the course of time, because I've seen people wear down the sticks like I've never seen. Even the toppers, the extenders, the brands that do things like this, I've seen them wear down, and I'm like, how do you do that? But people can do this. I doubt this one will wear down as quick as these because of the rubber material. This one seems a little more solid, a little more better built than this one. This one's very rubbery, And the GameStop one is even worse. This one is gummy at best. But this one is a bit more solid. I think this one will take a lot more time to wear out, but no damage. And I do like the fact that, hey, you can put the extenders on if you like. Very easily. You just pop them underneath and it's just boom, boom, no damage. And there you go. I actually might leave these on. I'll give it a shot for a while. I really do like those. Look at that. Control Freaks, get out of here. GameStop, get out of here. This is the best. And that's why I chose to do it on this. And yes, I decided to recommend these because I finally found one. I was very skeptical, but I finally found a set that does not damage the sticks. So now you don't have to pay $200 for a controller that gives you stick extensions. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hate on Control Freaks. If they come out with a design that no longer has those protrusions, hey, I might change my mind, but as of right now, no. Same thing with GameStop. Change that design, because once more people find out about the handheld DIY and their design, these just look amateurish. These are much better. How about that? Tell me what you guys think. Again, link in the description below if you guys want to check them out. Maybe pick up a set of your own. These are going to be on my controller on this one from here on out. How about that? Never thought I'd be that guy. I am now. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think of stick extenders in general. Whether it's the Control Freaks, whether it's GameStop's brand, or now HandheldDIY. I like these better simply because of the way they secure to the sticks, and they do not damage them. And hey, they feel great. They're snug. The texture doesn't bother me. It's not that gummy feeling. That's so weird. This one feels less gummy, but this one feels very gummy. This one does not. That's actually very nice. Very, very nice. There you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hit that subscribe button. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.